Okay, this is my literacy narrative remix. I got the boys on. That's when you guys talk.
Oh,
Hi.
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 All right.
Hello.
So today we're gonna be talking about how literature has affected our lives.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That is a great one.
Excellent. All right. So basically, all of us guys, we have in common. We play D&D. Isn't that right?
Correct.
I'm
No.
dabbling in it.
I haven't played it ever.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable! Why are you in this chat?
Kyle hasn't.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm on the podcast. Bye, chat.
Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, you know what? That's good talk. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about D&D basically.
Yeah.
So where to start? Jeremy,
Facts.
What's up?
how did you kind of started us all off on D&D? Is that a true statement? I'd say that's pretty
Say that.
Why are you
Say that.
questioning him?
pretty true statement. How did you come about D&D?
No, very randomly, my TikTok For You page, started getting a bunch of videos of D&D.
Ah,
And
nice.
I've always been interested in playing it, you know, but I never knew how. But then I started like seeing, oh, you can use this website and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So I was like, I'm gonna text the boys and be like, we should play D&D sometimes. And then it just led into the entire friend group doing it, and now we have 3 different campaigns going on.
That's awesome.
How to be
Really
All
4?
right.
It's super.
Could not.
For the people who just
Nathan, you're
joined,
joining it now?
we're doing a podcast about D&D. For my class, for my literature class. So anyways, yeah, Jeremy, how would you say your literature skills have improved since you've been playing D&D?
Ironically, they have.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I have been like, since I took over being the dungeon master, I have been like preparing like encounters and like a bunch of stuff, and it really made me like think about like creating stuff and like world building.
Yeah,
I took
like
upon this
story
project-
writing.
Yeah, I took upon this new project of like making an entire connected world, and I started writing lore for it, like background information about everything, and it helped me kind of like figure out how to like write things that are in my mind and put it onto paper.
Definitely, like brainstorming and stuff. And
Exactly.
every campaign can be like turned into a full-out book. Like maybe some short stories, but like most campaigns can be turned into full-on books and stuff. And so that's why this like very broad, very interactive game can be linked and help grow with different creative aspects and literature aspects.
Exactly. And the point of every player has their own like character who is like made and designed by each person really shows like how they want their own character to develop, and they want their own character to portray certain things. And D&D campaign is just like ever expanding, and it can lead to anything really, and it really shows with those characters and brings out what the players themselves can like
Create from their mind.
yeah, create with like their background knowledge of like I don't want to say stealing, but just taking from like shows and stuff, like character tropes and all that.
Yeah, and like well, yeah, some people do like take every single aspect from that character, but they can also put on their own creative twist with it. And
Exactly.
doing like improv, completely. We'll talk about improv later. But just like thinking about how you can make this character unique or like different from the other ones, and challenging yourself to give them like really get into your character when you play. That sort of stuff really makes the character like come to life.
Exactly.
Well, that's like it's like the freedom of just people can just write down whatever they want and not like be judged, I guess. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could just
Yeah.
write down a character and just be like, "This is cool," and then just go on from there.
Or
Right.
come up with any action.
Yeah,
that
because
your character
D&D,
can
yeah,
perform.
mm-hmm. It's so broad on what you can do. Yeah. And that's why
Aladdin, too.
as a DM, it's very important to grow your improv skills to be able to like react to the player's actions. Jeremy,
Yeah, I
I
would
think
definitely say.
you're probably the most experienced in that.
Because even if you have like entire story planned out, that story's not gonna happen how you want it to be, because the players are gonna try to make a story happen that pertains to their characters,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna try to do what they want to do, and you can't always have them do a set path. Sometimes you can, but most of the time you can't, just the way everyone wants to move their characters along the story, and it may not correlate with the story the DM makes. So
Mm-hmm.
that makes the DM have to come up with new interactions and plot points based off of what happened last in like last session, or even like the last second.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be thinking about like planning ahead constantly.
Definitely. All right, other people, what are your thoughts on D&D?
I just like the aspect of like socializing. Like, honestly, I met a lot of cool dudes from D&D. You know what I mean? Like, I'm recently new to this group, and I met a lot of them through the D&D, and I thought they were cool. So I just like the creativity to like characters and stuff.
For
Like
sure.
my buddy Nathan.
Very nice, very nice. Nathan, do you want to add something?
No.
Thanks, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Nathan.
input. Very nice.
Yeah, I have to be quiet.
He has to be quiet. He's at his mom's house.
Fair enough. All right, Charlo, you haven't. Have you played any sessions of D&D yet?
The only D&D I've done is a one-shot. I
Oh,
haven't
for sure.
started a full campaign yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You haven't
a
made
lot
your
of
character.
people- I've made my character for a while. And I'd say it's a pretty fun concept. And it's kind of confusing to start off with, but after you get the hang of it, it just kind of becomes part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you develop like a friend group around it. Something
you
you
play more.
sometimes do on the weekly. And then makes you want to play more.
Very good.
If you're not playing a campaign, it's a filler episode.
True.
It's awesome to say that.
D&D is life. Yeah, but
No, it really becomes something you just like kind of think about. a lot.
exactly, yeah.
Because you just think of like random ideas or like random character ideas and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, especially for, I'd say personally, I think the best role to be in D&D is the DM, because you get to create this entire world and you can add random things that you just think of, and
Yeah, I would
Mhm.
agree. The thing with D&D is it's not like, it is pretty like open to stuff,
Mhm.
but it's still in the constraints of the rules, which makes it like it helps people um expand on these ideas and stuff because they can use the rule book or like monster manual or anything like that
Mhm.
to help them make this world while still um making it not completely chaotic. 'Cause you
Right.
still have a predetermined rule set, and everyone has that same agreed rule set.
Mhm. And with making things not very chaotic, how would you say that, like, have you written out outlines for stories, or have you just, like, how have you organized your thoughts as a DM?
So far, we've only started one of the 3 campaigns that's happening in like this world
Mm-hmm.
that I'm making, and for this one, I have made like a kind of predetermined story, but it kind of follows a linear path, but can very much deviate from it.
Mm-hmm.
And from some other like one shots or whatever I do, since those are shorter, I kind of keep them mainly forward based, but in a couple of other campaigns in the future, I think it's better to let the characters themselves build on the story, and I give more of a setup
Okay.
to the story,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like would work out better because then it gives more freedom within the game to really understand how the game works.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Alright. Anyone else want to add anything?
It's true. I'm tired.
No, it's kind of
pretending like it's not.
kind of an open sort of discussion. It's not really like a
It's true.
a set topic.
I wasn't paying attention. What was it?
Just like.
Talk about D&D.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's just cool how you could just make a character and then just like let your mind just like think of whatever you want, and like then you are like that character. I just like that mindset of just like, oh, I'm somebody that I've always wanted to be, I guess.
I understand.
And that's just dope as hell.
So with that, do you
I understand.
like how do you get into your character? Like, do you like just I don't know. It's kind of a weird question, but like,
It's
do you have any
Yeah, no,
things
I see.
specific? Yeah, yeah.
Well, like we were saying earlier, we go sometimes we based off of like stuff that we've seen, like from movies or even stuff that we've read. Like the Iron Hills, that I would admit that is not my idea. I literally used that from The Hobbit
Mm-hmm.
and like the Lord of the Rings movies, because I was like, hey, that's like cool. I'd be like, I thought that would be like a cool like concept. So I just used that and then just made a character by just I don't know, with my creativity, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
By just and it took me a while to create a back. That was a struggle for me. Is yes, you make a character, but like I had to talk to Jeremy a lot about why my character is who he is. So it took me a while to understand how to make a backstory to fit my character, which is also a cool concept because then in the future I know when I do make a character, I have something I can build off of or look back to.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think that's cool.
Yeah. Have you? So you've watched The Lord of the Rings? Have you like read the books or just the movies?
I've read the books. I read The Hobbit in elementary school,
Oh, nice.
and I always thought they're always like my favorite
Clutch.
movies and stuff, and I always liked them.
Oh my god, that's clutch.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed them, and like I don't know, it's just like kind of my childhood. So
Yeah.
like being a character that I kind of like, I guess like looked up to at the time.
Sure.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope.
That's
Making
awesome.
a character from like original.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Anybody
that
else
was
read?
Read?
Does anybody else read?
No.
Has
Okay,
anybody
so-
else?
When I was building my world, I wanted some sort of like deity or gods
Okay.
or something like that. And growing up, I read a lot of Percy Jackson. and all those,
Yes,
like-
yes, good stuff.
Oh, yeah, those were
And all the
good.
spin-off ones like Magnus Chase and the Heroes of Olympus, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I read those a lot, and I was kind of obsessed with Greek gods and stuff. So I kind of implemented that into D&D of there's like this ethereal kind of land where there's gods who live there. But then I decided, oh, I'll put my own twist on it, and it's whoever believes in this type of deity, the deity exists. So as long as there's
Oh.
someone believing in it, it exists.
Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, drawing
But-
inspiration from Percy
Yeah.
Jackson and stuff, definitely.
It's definitely like, I don't know, just looking back to like, Lord of the Rings and shit like that. I
Mhm.
was also like obsessed with like the Middle Earth concept, and then finding out that I could be part of that was just like cool.
Yeah.
I could create my own character, and I was like actually confused. Like I was like, can I like actually just make my own character and like do like whatever I want with him?
Yeah,
And just-
literally.
and Jeremy's like, yeah, that's fine.
There's so much. Yeah.
I mean, that's
there's...
freaking cool.
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going.
It was just cool.
For sure. Yeah. There's so much freedom that you can do with your character. Like, you can make, because in my personal experience, I've had some arguments with some of the other characters, and it gets kind of heated if your characters don't align with the same views, and it can get a little heated if you really get into the character. So yeah. And then personally, my favorite book is Ready Player One, and so in that they talk a lot about D&D and how have you guys read that, right, or watched
I've
it?
seen
read
the
it.
movie.
But I've
Seen
seen
it?
it.
Yeah. Oh, dang. You guys should definitely read it, because it not only has a bunch of D&D references, it also has just a bunch of video game references. And the book is so much better than the movie, as that usually goes. But like, geez, that book is so good.
I've seen the movie. That movie was really good.
Mm-hmm. The movie. Okay, this is a little bit off topic, but it relates to literature, so it still counts. The movie alone, not compared to the book, is really, really good. However, the book and the movie compared, the movie sucks, because there's so much that is left out from the book. So I very highly recommend reading the book, because it is just it's so good. Oh my gosh. It's my favorite
No,
book.
I get that.
That happens a lot with like books to movies.
Definitely. But like the three gates, or the three keys
Yeah.
in the book, there's there's three keys and then three gates. So there's like a whole three other challenges that go with it. And like, oh my gosh, it's so good.
That's clutch, dude. Ice
It's so
Cube
good.
goated.
Yeah, they do that with a lot of movies. The only movie I can really think of that was accurate, in my personal opinion, which I was like always waiting for, was the one and only Ivan. And
Oh yeah.
I saw that
Yeah, and you can hit the
and
enemy
I
that
was
shoots
like, and I
ice
loved the book.
everywhere.
That was
It's
a book
really
I
good. I
just
enjoy it. I get
kept
ice
reading
skate,
over and over and over again, because I just loved the book.
Mm-hmm.
And the place, the mall that he lived, and like his whole like place that he like lived. When I saw the movie, I was like, that's exactly how I pictured it.
That's
It was
awesome.
Like, I was like mind blown. I was like, that's literally how I pictured his like place that he lived in.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's so awesome.
how they can describe it in a book. And I like when movies do it when they're accurate like that. It's just like, yeah. Same with like even like Harry Potter. I'm not like a big Harry Potter fan,
Mm-hmm.
but they did that with like Voldemort, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I picture it.
Definitely, yeah.
That I always thought that was cool when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Yeah.
like rare.
Mm-hmm.
It's like very, I would say it'd be rare. But
Yeah,
when
which
it
is
does
it's
happen.
kind of unfortunate too, because like books, like obviously movies can't capture like the narrative unless they like actually have a narrator, but
Mhm.
but books take so long to read. Like you could just
Yeah,
pop on a
there's-
2-hour movie and like
Just know we will
Be
fight
done
There's
with
the
it.
translation between tech or like literature and film, which just like doesn't really compute that well most of the time,
mm-hmm.
unless they have like a set, like, oh, here's a couple of movies we're gonna do for this book series.
Right.
Then it can work out.
Or
but
like
most of the time
mm-hmm.
it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Even like picture books can like most of the time I watch movies. If I read the book then watch the movie, I look for comparisons in the book's description to the movie's like landscape or whatever or background. So whenever a book has like illustrations or even like a map of the world, I just love that. How it gives us like a little image that we can feed off of.
That's why I like The Hobbit so much. Like the map
Exactly. Yeah.
of, like the Middle Earth
Oh my gosh.
was just
So
like
cool.
that's literally from the book. And
Mhm.
I'm like, that is so cool.
Mhm.
And that's why I just was so obsessed with
And you can like follow their journey through
it.
through the map and stuff. It's oh my gosh. I love it.
What is cancer even giving?
Mhm.
So good.
Yeah.
I just wish more movies that
Oh, I
were
thought it
that
was
like
the,
originally were books.
Right.
I like that,
The treatment.
but
I was thinking
That's
the
why
treatment.
like I've sort of considered about being a movie director or like going to college for movie direction. But like
yeah,
that's
Make a little
like a
direct-
very specific thing to go into. So I was like
Yeah, it's one of those
probably
things where it's hard to get a job.
right.
my brother is still he's trying to.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know we've seen like
Yeah, I've seen his short films and stuff. I'm actually an extra. I'm an extra in one of his movies. Oh my gosh.
really.
Yeah.
What's
I drink coffee. It's the one with Nick and
that?
Joe.
Oh,
It's like
my brother's making that one. Was it in that? It was in Michael's restaurant. Is that what you're talking
yes, Michael's Michael's mom's restaurant. Yep.
about? Yeah, that one's not.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which I'm excited for that one because he's been working hard.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh,
That's
she's
cool.
so
I didn't
good.
know you were a part of it. Well, he knows who you are.
Yeah, we were in theater together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I mentioned your name, he's like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You played like D&D with Joe and so. Or have you played D&D with Joe?
Like once, like not like a half.
Mm.
You just like make a character and then
Yeah, basically.
No, I watched how I really got into D&D back to like D&D, but when I got into D&D, I actually watched my brother play with Joe. I don't know. Do you know who Paul is?
Yeah, Paul Dominoski, dude. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
so cool.
Him, Paul, Kayla, Ginger.
Mhm.
I forgot one of the girls' name, but they were playing and they were so into it. And I was
Yeah.
just watching them. That was so cool.
Dang,
So
I
we're all
wish I
just
was
in their
there.
character.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
I was just like, it was so cool. I thought it was so. I was like, I really want to play that.
It works
Mhm,
pretty well.
mhm.
yeah, I think a big thing with D&D is like podcast and like shows and like YouTube series and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it really brings the game to life,
Exactly.
especially
Mhm.
with like really experienced people.
Like
Like, for example, I know you listen to this one too, Ryan. Critical Role.
Critical Role. Oh yeah.
Critical Role, and like they get so into it because they're all
Dude.
like professional voice
Oh
actors.
my gosh, yeah,
And
it's so
Oh, that's
cool.
just-
cool.
It sounds like so authentic and it's so like involved.
Yeah.
It just like makes you want to be part of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately the podcast episodes are like 3 hours long. So it's like
It was like 30.
uh-huh.
You know, it's longer than One Piece.
Oh my
Still
god.
listen to all of
No,
it.
oh my gosh.
Like 3 times the length.
That's sick. Dude, but like
I'm like
Uh,
campaign 1.
oh yeah. But yeah, just seeing them like act out their characters and stuff and like like they don't like when I play D&D, my friends and I, they talk as in third person, like my character is going to, but in the podcast they're like in character they like do the action. So like I don't know, that's just so cool to me.
Yeah, I'd say role playing is something that you have to get kind of the hang of to do it.
Mhm.
It's hard to do at first, and I see a bunch of these TikToks of how to encourage good role play and stuff. And we do the thing in our campaign of we play as our character, and instead of being like, "Hey Luke, what do you do?" or "What does Nazutam do?" we're like, "Nazutam, what do you want to
Like
do?"
you, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good. That's
Then
good.
it kind of makes you into the mindset of your character is deciding what to do, not you're deciding what your character's going to do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no. Do you remember during our campaign, Jeremy, Oakwood decided to like blast Nazutum with a beam and did like a lot of damage towards him. He would
Mhm.
kept apologizing, and I'm just like, dog, I was, my character was mad, and he like didn't like understand that for some reason, so he just kept apologizing. And I'm like, dog. He like took it like personal.
Mhm. Mhm.
You gotta get in that mindset.
Right.
I'd say role playing is, for at least like our group, because we're kind of new to D&D, is the most challenging part of D&D.
Mhm. And
Like,
I'd say that's probably the like not even just for you guys, for most people, role playing is the hardest part because if you don't have a specific voice for your character, it'll be hard to discern whether you're playing it in character or out of character. That
Yeah, I'd
was a
say-
big problem in our group.
yeah, voices are kind of like, they feel like silly and stupid to do,
Right.
but it makes a huge difference.
It just
Like,
because as long as everybody does it, as long as everybody participates and stuff, it sounds so cool, like you're like acting in like a movie or something. I don't know.
and then everyone like thinks, oh, that's that character. I know that character because it's that voice.
Right. Right.
It's like association. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting used to playing in my character.
yeah,
So,
it's an adjustment.
I'm still new to this
Mhm.
environment.
Yeah.
But it's
And
still so fun.
it takes time. Yeah. And just finding the right voice for your character, like for my character in my campaign, I was thinking about it, and I feel like he'd talk more or less like me, but with like a little more rasp to it. And so just putting that into, like, just reminding yourself to keep doing your character voice is a little bit challenging. But as long as you like really get into the story, then you can like pretend that you are the character.
Yeah. I just like I see that now with like getting into character because again when I first saw like my first like D&D that my brother was playing with Paul, I was like watching. It was like Paul's turn to like decide where it's going, and he was just so in it. And it was just like,
Oh my gosh, yeah. Paul
it
really
was
gets
just so
into it.
cool.
Paul, yeah.
And I remember his character. He was like, I think he was like wearing like a leather coat with fingerless gloves and guns with like green hair.
Yo, nice.
And I was like, that's just so cool.
Mhm.
And then he was like so into it, and he had like the voice and everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just so it's fun. It's fun to watch. And it's fun to play too.
Mhm.
It's hard to get into that like character. I don't know.
Sean and Charlo,
Get used to it.
have
Mhm.
you guys chosen character voices?
No.
No. All right.
I've thought about it a little bit, but the thing is that like, well, there is not too much. Well, because I like to think of it like emphasizing like some like, okay, I like to think of a character as like, oh, you're making this like inspired off of like somebody.
Mhm.
So like the personality is like an extension of like something you know very well. Like
Sure.
it doesn't necessarily have to be you, but it's like, oh, this person acts this way.
Mhm.
So when it comes to like voices, I mean, it's not too much different from. I like to think of it as like the voice I read within my head, except that voice sounds like how I hear my own voice.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. And it's hard to, like, if I were to do my voice as Torlin right now, it would be kind of hard to do without like actually playing D&D, because it's like forcing yourself to sneeze, you know? Like you can't sneeze unless you have to sneeze. I can't do the voice unless I have to do the
I
voice.
think yawning would be like a
Or
better
sure, yeah, yawning. Yeah, that's a good point.
Say the lazy brown dog jumped over I messed it
The lazy the fox jumped over the lazy dog.
lazy brown.
The lazy brown
Say it in the voice. Say it in the voice.
Say it in the voice. Okay, what is the word? What is the sentence?
The quick brown.
Yeah. The quick brown,
forget.
the quick red fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. All right. The quick, dang it. Well, basically, oh, there we go. All right, so it's like
Good job.
this. It's like this, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is it comes easier when you're actually playing the game and when you're already in the character.
Yeah.
Now,
Ryan,
back to
I have
what
a question
Sean was
for
saying.
you.
What's up?
Would you say that like your experience with like theater and acting as like the scarecrow and stuff? That was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, definitely. My best
Acting
role.
and stuff came like it helps you play those characters. Would you say that?
So yes, definitely. It makes you. It makes like in the role playing situations, it helps you like interact with the NPCs and stuff in like improv, quote unquote, like dialect improv, because most people in D&D they say like. I try to think of talking to NPCs as talking to real people. Like, you wouldn't go up to a random person and be like, "So, have you seen any murders?" Like, you don't just go up to... You have to, like, ease into it. And so, with acting, I'd say that from the experiences with, like, lines and stuff, you think of the lines and you think of, like, oh, that makes sense. That would sort of sound normal in a conversation. You have to, like, think of how you can incorporate that to make the experience of just like, even the basic experience of talking to other people seem more like an actual real-life experience to just involve yourself more in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I was gonna say what back to what Sean was saying. He was like, sometimes people base their voice off of like other people, and I always thought with like my character, like I can't really say my character like his real like backstory, but like because one of like me and Sean are in the same campaign,
Right.
so I can't like reveal my character.
Definitely.
But have you seen like The Lord of the Rings?
Mhm.
Or like The Hobbit?
The Hobbit, yeah.
Yes.
Do you know Dwalin?
They're the same universe.
The dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was like bald and he has like the gloves, like the weird like fingerless gloves.
For sure.
I always thought his voice was really cool. And like my character like is, I wouldn't say is like him, but like would kind of have the same attitude as him.
Sure.
So like I would think, you know, seeing stuff like off of like TV and stuff would like help create like a voice or
Mhm.
something.
And
that's how I see it.
yeah, definitely. And even like just like practicing impressions of other people could just like, I don't know, it's kind of just a random thought that I had, but like just like impersonating other like Kermit the Frog or whatever, just to like broaden your vocal capacity. Am I just spewing words, or does that make sense?
Sense, because then off of that you can get like variations of that voice, and then you think of, oh, that could be a nice voice for that character.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're like trying to do a different voice, I feel like you were saying, doing impressions will help, because if you're doing a different voice, you're differing like your like tune or like how you talk, so it's gonna be harder to say some words in that voice. So like, for example, like if somebody's trying to do a voice and they practice by saying like Kermit the Frog, like they'll probably like practice. I saw on TikTok like people like voice actors so impersonate a voice, but say like
actual sentences.
Peter. You know. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I got you.
They'll say
Sally
that.
sold seashells.
Sally sold
Say
seashells
that
by the seashore.
in other voices, because it's going to be hard to say that in a different voice. So they impersonate like Kermit the Frog, like you were saying. They'll say Sally sells by the seashore in that voice to make it easier for them to say it in a different voice. Because like, hey, if I could do it in a Kermit the Frog voice, then I could do it in the said voice I'm trying to say it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's harder to say if you're changing the voice.
I've seen people be like, oh yeah, to get this like character voice, you want to say lines that they would say to get used to that sound. Like Kermit the Frog, for example, again, you'd like sing the Rainbow Song or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like say things that he would say, and then
Sure,
base
sure.
off there.
That makes
and then
sense.
say funny things.
Mhm.
When I was growing up, I always thought voice acting was cool. Like,
Oh yeah.
what was his name? I can't think of it. Robinson was his first name. He died in like in like 2016. He was in. I can't think of his name. He was in. Do you know the Good Morning Vietnam guy?
Yeah.
Or that guy. He was so good at voice acting. He did voices for so many characters, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool with like voice acting. But I feel like voice acting is so hard for some reason.
A lot of American voice actors get like paid nothing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which is unfortunate. Cause yeah, voice acting, like, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yet again, you still have to be in that character. Like, have you seen like behind the scenes of like animated movies and then like
Yeah,
voice
and
acting?
They
literally,
they're basically
to-
acting it out.
Mhm.
yeah, they have to like stay in that character,
Mhm.
and that's just so cool.
And like,
I've
yeah, go ahead.
I've seen this. It was like a short kind of like YouTube video, made by Roger Clark, who's like the voice of Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption
Oh
2.
yeah, yeah.
And he was kind of saying that, voice acting and like motion caption acting in like video games,
Yeah.
it should be like treated the same level as normal acting,
Definitely.
as
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to put your whole soul into the part, and especially with motion capture, you have to be the character, and the voice acting really portraying like the emotion and stuff.
Mhm.
And then I think it was the voice actor of Kratos also like was on board. It's like, yeah, this motion capture and voice actors should be treated at the same level as normal actors.
Mhm. Somewhat of a side note: have you guys you know the Polar Express, right? Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah.
Tom Hanks
he
was
voiced, like,
literally
every
every
character in
single
that.
character and motion captured. Oh my gosh.
Every non-female character he voiced.
Uh-huh.
Okay, look
That
at
is, it's insane.
look at
We
Family
did that
Guy.
for Scrooge too. We did that for Scrooge. He was like almost all the ghosts.
Yeah, was that Tom
Was
Hanks?
was that Tom Hanks? No, that was
I don't
Jim
think so.
Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Oh my
Carrey,
gosh.
What?
Dude,
Jim Carrey's an excellent actor.
Jim Carrey
One
is
of my favorites.
amazing.
Jim Carrey and Tom Hanks, amazing actors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Polar Express is like my all-time favorite Christmas movie.
Dude,
So-
my brothers don't like it for some reason. Like
What?
they think it's creepy.
Yeah. Because,
Okay, yeah, that's what makes it good.
There's the one scene in the Polar
The
Express with
puppets?
all the puppets. Oh my gosh, I was so
I used
scared.
to hate that.
I
used to hate
was
that.
always so scared when I watched that.
I still don't know what happens because every time I look away.
He just
watched
he just walks through a bunch of puppets and then the Scrooge pops up, but it's just the ghost. And then he
Mhm.
looks up and he's like, oh,
Oh,
it's just a ghost.
A hobo.
dude! Oh my gosh, the drifting on the ice.
That was so
Best
cool.
scene. Did you know that there's a flux capacitor in the back? Or in the front of the
A what?
train? A flux capacitor
What?
powers the
Like
train.
from-
From Back to the Future.
Is
Really?
this canon?
That's canon. Look it up. It's so cool. Completely
I
unrelated.
did not know that.
It's so awesome.
Weren't we talking about D&D?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it all it all connects. So yeah. So are they making a D&D
I
movie?
play Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I
in
was
my
gonna bring this up. The
D&D
D&D
campaign.
movie.
Yeah, D&D movie.
Yo?
I don't think
It's with Chris Pine. Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
Yeah.
I
How
thought you
is
were about to say Chris
how is that
Pratt.
gonna
I'm like,
work
"Bruh."
out? Chris Pratt is everywhere.
He-
It's kind of
D&D.
following like a fantasy type movie.
That makes
And just-
sense.
I feel like it just slapped the D&D label and they took the classes from it. Oh, they took items. They took monsters from it.
It-
feel
I
like
think
that's what they're
I think it would work better as like a TV show. Like you know Star Wars Visions?
yeah.
I think that would be a good D&D style. Like every single episode is in a different universe. Or like cuz
Oh,
like
yeah, that'd be
and then like maybe at the very end they all connect in some way. But
Yeah.
mhm.
Like the Twilight Zone or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or was it Black Mirror?
Oh, oh, dude. We're getting so off topic, but dude, Black Mirror, have you watched
I've seen the first episode, and that is it.
what was the Black Mirror? Bandersnatched. It's the choose your own adventure. It's
I read those books.
oh my gosh, it's so cool. But yeah, there's like have you guys ever read choose your own adventure books?
I have.
Yeah, it was like the
I've
Goosebump
read-
ones.
Oh my
I
gosh,
read one. It was like Mount Everest or whatever.
that's
I have
awesome.
that one. I have the samurai one.
Nice.
The samurai one was so good. I also have the Bigfoot one. I have so many because I was so into it. My parents just got me like a full set.
That's so
I'm just
cool.
like, oh, okay.
I actually, for my final project for creative writing, I wrote a choose your own adventure, but it's gone because my school email got deleted, so now all my files are gone. And I thought I backed them up
Oh,
onto
yeah.
a hard drive, but
I
no.
think you can ask for request, like access to it.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
If you turned it in, you can email the teacher and be like, "Hey,
Yes,
can I
that's a
have this?"
good plan. Oh, cause I printed it out too, so she could.
Well, she has it turned on Google Classroom,
That's true. Yeah.
so she would have a copy.
Mhm. She also has a
remember her
physical
phone
copy
numbers.
as well. She could just next time I'm in McGonagall, I could just go to her house. Cause she told me she was gonna read that Choose Your Own Adventure to her kids, and I was like,
Oh.
that's awesome. That's an honor.
Wait, what teacher?
Hogan.
Oh, I love. Hogan.
Yeah,
That's
she.
for Disney Lit.
Mm-hmm.
Such
You're
a good
so
teacher.
off topic.
But that's
Mhm.
okay. That's a podcast. That's a podcast.
So, D&D.
So, hold on. Speaking of Miss Hogan. Okay, never mind. Actually, never mind. That's a little too off topic.
No, continue.
No, I don't think I will.
Oh.
Anyways, well, I was just gonna talk more about creative writing and well, okay, all right, I will. So, so yeah, another one of my creative writing assignments was, it was like, you have to write, well, you have to write a poem, but then you have to like draw an image with the words, making the image. So I did a frog.
Oh, I did that a few weeks ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Sean,
Are you
aren't
in the
taking
class?
Creative writing?
I'm in the class right now.
That's awesome. Do you have Hogan?
Yeah,
Is she
he's
the only one?
physically in the
I do.
classroom.
Is she the only one who teaches it, Hogan?
I don't know.
You should. You have Hogan, right? Yeah. You should ask Miss Hogan.
And it's the best English class I've ever taken.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, Ryan,
Yes.
I could ask.
Yes. Ask
I'm
Miss
gonna ask
Hogan
her.
if she still has Ryan O'Connor's, Choose Your Own Adventure
Choose Your
story.
Own Adventure.
Dude, it was like 17 pages long. It was really long. I actually finished it the day of my graduation party. No, that's not true. That's not true. Never mind. That is
I
very
didn't-
false.
When I did my picture poem, I
Mhm.
was trying to do. I didn't finish it, but I was trying to do a domino, but then like write a poem about like consequences,
Oh, that's awesome.
like one thing leading into like another.
Yeah.
I never finished it, but I turned in the other poem that we made out of spines of book covers,
Oh, nice. Very cool.
like the book titles on the spine. We
Mhm.
lined up to make poems,
That's awesome. Yeah, but mine
and mine
Mhm.
was kind of cool, so I turned that in instead.
for sure.
Because it was like you choose one of three. It was the book spine, the image of the words, or a blackout. Or no, I turned in the blackout. That's what I did.
Do you have an image of it?
I do.
Yo. All right.
I'll have to find it.
All right. When you find that, let me know, and then I'll put it on the podcast screen. But yeah, so for my poem, I did it about a frog, and I like traced out the frog, and then I like I wrote the words around the frog. It was pretty awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah. What the heck? Where the heck is my mouse? What the fuck?
Okay.
Wave. Okay, there it is.
Oh geez, hold on. Okay, bro, my mouse cursor has disappeared. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay.
Arlo.
Hmm.
Remember that like little squishy thing? we
And
did?
the image on the right
Yeah.
that I drew is like
Just
a wedding ring.
Oh, highly
Just-
motivated, he approached his
I still
girlfriend.
couldn't hear you, Ryan's talking.
The two
I'm
lovebirds were married.
destroying
Oh
it
my
right
gosh,
now.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I popped off on that poem.
Very.
And the paper underneath, like without it being blacked out, was talking about this like guy that killed a cop with his own gun, and then
Ooh.
ran off with his girlfriend or something.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, it was something really weird.
that's
But I
awesome.
completely flipped it around and turned it into like. a poem.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh, literature. Am I right, guys?
No way, literature.
Literature, guys, literature.
Ryan, what is your favorite type of literature?
Yeah, you walk into Barnes and Noble. Where
Oh,
you going?
okay, well, manga, but I mean, like,
You walk into Barnes and Noble, where you going?
You going to
Oh my God, section.
but,
Going to baking and cooking.
Sean would be that kind of guy.
I actually went in that section once. 'cause I was
That's
looking for bread.
awesome.
It was insane.
But yeah, I'd say Choose Your Own Adventure is definitely up there for me, cause it's like D&D. You get to choose your own adventure.
Your own adventure.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
awesome.
And it's all full
Wow.
circle.
but yeah, either that or fantasy. I do like some sci-fi, but I'm not a big fan of sci-fi overall. I'd rather
Back to
read
the
fantasy
Future.
than sci-fi.
Back to the Future is sci-fi.
What about you guys?
Mysteries.
Oh yeah.
I kind of wasn't paying attention. I was talking to Jimmy.
Oh, fair enough. What's
Can you elaborate
um,
on that, Luke?
Murder mysteries.
murder mysteries?
I love cliffhanger. I also love the thrill of it all. B.W. Hawk. It's my favorite thriller mystery though.
Okay, all
Just
right.
joking, I haven't read it. But no, I haven't read it. But no, I really like. I don't remember the book. I'm not gonna lie, but it was really good. I also like I really like good with people that have like superpowers in it. Have you guys read Michael?
Yes, Michael Vey,
That
amazing.
was such a good.
I love Michael Vey.
I'll have
series.
to read it.
It
Very
was
high.
so good.
I read them through like middle school. They were so good.
Me too. You were probably the person that always said the book after. 'Cause I was like, who keeps stealing the Michael Vey books? I get really upset. And I was like, Miss Horn, give me all the Michael Vey books. And she's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, and then she gave me a C. And I was sad.
No. Bad ending.
Yeah, that's off topic. But yeah, I like
A little bit, but you know.
I like mystery and like superpowers.
Nice.
Those are my favorites.
Personally, I like mystery movies more than mystery books. Because whenever I read, I like skip over paragraphs and I like miss stuff. But yeah, I can see why mystery books are in good choice.
It's like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And then you pick out this stuff from like, you like pick out these small details, and then when the reveal happens, it's like, oh,
crazy.
that makes sense.
I was like,
And
I knew
like
that.
mystery.
I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it the
I
whole
knew
time.
that.
I could see that
was
coming.
the
It was
page
so
one.
had no
obvious.
clue.
What? No clue?
Yeah.
I had no clue
Oh,
what
you.
it was. And I'm just like, yep, I knew it. I knew it.
I know.
Oh, what's that one guy? Oh my gosh.
That one guy.
Yeah, you know, guys, you know.
True.
But it's like,
Yeah.
it was like Kid Detective or something.
Oh,
Kid the
wait.
Science Kid.
Something. No, not Sid the Science Kid, but it was something. It was like Theodore
Six Blues?
Boone.
Yeah.
No, not Theodore
Oh, I
Boone.
think I know what you're talking about.
But like,
I
but
think I know.
But yeah. So it was like a kid, and then you like read the story, and then there was like very specific details that, and it would tell you the answer to how he figured it out, at the very end, and you're like, oh. Yeah, I remember one of them. It was like, men's button downs have 2 pockets on each breastplate, but women's only have 1 on the right side. Or something, and I was like, how the heck was I supposed to know that? Anyways.
Yeah. Do you guys watch Crashbox? They had a lot of games. It was on HBO. Yeah.
I've
it
never
was,
seen it.
It was like they had like a lot of like mystery stuff, and I know one of them was like it was basically a bunch of mini games built into one little show. And the mini games like were based on like to math, to vocabulary, and to like mystery and stuff. But there's this one where it was like this guy, and it's kind of like what you're talking about, Ryan.
Okay.
He would like show us a picture, and then it would be like, all right, analyze the picture. There's like a murder in the scene, and then after he shows you the picture, you have to like analyze it and be like, all right, then who's the murderer? And then you would have to guess, and once you guessed, it would say the answer. and then it would circle, like, oh, she was like holding a knife or something like that. It was really cool.
Okay.
Like all those videos on YouTube where it's like, oh, find the killer in 7 seconds.
Exactly.
This guy was
It's
jazzy.
always
He was
the really
jazzy.
bad animation.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of like shows and books and stuff where they there's like a big build up and there's a twist at the end, but like he's like the villain or whatever's like, I've been planning this from the beginning, and then you rewatch it and he like actually has been. And
Yeah,
he's been,
yeah.
Like, planting like, little things.
Right.
Gravity Falls is a really good example.
Yes.
Of that, and
Oh my
say
gosh.
that right
Yeah.
Yes. I love Gravity
Exactly.
Falls.
now. Watching that and just looking back, it's like, ooh, how did I miss it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Because
just
like
so
season
obvious.
1, you're like, oh, nothing's weird's going on, and then season 2, you're like,
And then
wait
it's
a
just
minute.
that bald guy the whole time. It's like, how did I miss it?
Uh-huh.
Back the whole time. It's like, oh my god. I love Gravity Falls. That one's a really good big example of that.
That was a
Yeah,
bad
that's cool. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, best Cartoon Network show.
Oh my gosh. Ninjago.
What's that called?
Regular
That was
show.
Disney XD. I thought that was Disney XD.
Oh, that was Disney XD. My bad.
No, Ninjago
was
was
it?
Cartoon Network.
Was it both?
It was
Was
Cartoon
it?
Network.
It might have been
It
both.
was not.
Really?
It was not on Disney XD.
It was not. Okay. I know Teen Titans, like the original Teen Titans.
That one. That one.
That one.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
say
was.
best one.
I'd say either that or
That
yeah.
or-
Charlo does
Ben
give
10.
a regular
Regular
show.
show.
That's a good point. Regular show is really good.
Especially the series from
Actually, I would say Phineas and Ferb.
Ooh,
That's not Cartoon
that's
Network.
yeah, that's Disney XD,
well, I
or
thought
that's
we were
just
talking
Disney.
I thought we were
All
talking
TV shows in general.
Yeah.
Let's see, all
No,
TV
regular.
out of all the TV
Wait,
shows.
I'm gonna be honest.
TV show,
Are we doing cartoons or TV shows?
just animated TV shows.
Oh, animated.
Oh,
TV
so
shows?
like cartoons, I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Phineas and
honest. This one's pretty recent. The Owl House.
Don't.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna start with Force of Evil. I thought
No,
that was
that one's good.
Oh,
but
that
it's-
one's.
it's
I used to be obsessed with that. Back in
I
like
never watched.
when it first came out.
It
when-
it's really.
When it first came out, I was like on vacation, so like all we watched was like Disney XD on the whatever cable television the hotel had, and so it would always play the only 3 episodes that were out, and I was like, man, I really want to see more of this show. But
It was really good.
yeah, it was really
But Owl House, it's pretty recent, still airing. It's really good. It has really good story and really good character development.
And
And it's kind of funny too.
that's
Clarence is the best cartoon.
No, no.
That one is.
Clarence is terrible.
You're the only person that hates that show.
that's
Everybody else
it's
loves
true.
it.
Yeah,
And it
I love
used to
Clarence.
be good, and then
Clarence
it
is
fell off.
terrible.
I love my boy Clarence. Dude, the
Oh,
VR
boy.
episode. That
Oh,
VR
yeah.
episode changed me. I was like, dude, I love
Literal
VR now.
Minecraft man.
Yeah,
Literally just Steve.
literally. Jeff,
I like the rough.
And then that
edges.
crazy
Balls,
kid.
dude.
Gizmo.
He did like- That's
Wait,
my
what's his
cat.
name? Gizmo?
That's my
I don't
cat.
think
Wait, what? Sumo?
Gizmo is
Sumo,
Jerry's
Sumo, not Gizmo.
Sumo.
Sumo.
cat. Sumo. That's what it was.
Gizmo's
It was
my
Sumo.
cat.
I
Fake
knew that, but
fan.
I wasn't
I'm a
sure
big
if.
fan, obviously. I
um.
was obsessed with it. I still love it.
What was another one?
We Bear Bears.
Oh my gosh, I love
I
We
didn't
Bear
really get
Bears.
into that one.
Ice
I
Bear.
liked it,
That
I
show
just
popped
never
off.
got into it.
Ice Bear
Ice,
Origin
Ice
Story.
Bear is my
So
favorite.
good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Which
so
one?
good.
Which one, Jeremy?
Ice Bear Origin Story was so good.
Oh, that was sad.
When he was like the samurai, right?
No, it was the ice dude. Like he was raised by like an Eskimo.
Hi,
Yeah.
Devin. We're talking about the. Devin, you like Clarence, right?
Oh, good. Yeah,
No.
you can. Yeah.
You could join us.
What's
We'll
your
talk
What's your
about
favorite cartoon? Or used to be?
Boy. From
like any channel.
Any channel.
Any channel.
Unless you want to specify Cartoon Network, just to narrow it down for you.
Yeah, we might have to do that. I think we'll go with the Amazing World of Gumball.
Ooh.
That's a banger.
Yeah, that is some good. That has some good
Gumball
stuff.
got really good when it like became meta, and it was like fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
That was really
Yep.
Mm.
With like what was Rob? All the
my
Rob
favorite.
backstory and stuff. Oh my gosh, that was good stuff.
Then he hit puberty. And then they changed actors.
Dude, yeah, didn't
Like
the actor
3
change like
times.
5? Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
it
with
was
Phineas.
crazy.
Same with
They
Phineas.
hide it. It's like, I like, that's obviously an actor.
Uh
They had like a whole episode dedicated to it.
huh. Yeah, same
There was
with.
like that one Twitch streamer who was him for a while.
Oh my gosh.
On,
Yeah,
like, SMP
who's
Live
had
or
more voice changes, Phineas or Gumball?
Gumball.
Gumball.
Definitely Gumball.
All right.
He, Gumball.
No,
Didn't
Phineas
he
didn't
have, like,
change. His
two?
voice actor.
His voice just changed. All right.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, his voice
Gumball.
just dropped.
Gumball and Darwin changed a lot, especially Darwin. Darwin changed like 3 or 4 times throughout that whole
Wow.
series.
That's crazy. Who's your favorite Amazing World of Gumball character?
Richard.
For me,
Richard.
for me, I've got to say, Alan the balloon.
I hate
balloon?
that
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
A balloon?
I hate Alan.
I like Rob. Rob is my favorite.
Ryan,
The
have
one
you
that
seen
episode
the
where he just
scene
drops Gumball is so
where the balloon does some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I like? The big
The
tall
dinosaur?
dude. No, not Tino.
Oh,
Yeti?
Hector?
Oh,
Yeah, Hector.
oh my gosh.
And like with his mom,
Uh-huh.
I
yeah.
love those episodes.
Mom was a witch.
And then he's just like giant, and his problems just
Yeah.
revolve around him being like
Yeah.
Actually,
I like how
no.
he didn't care.
Mhm.
not. He's bigger than the screen.
Didn't a
itself.
plane crash into him one episode?
Yeah. And he
does
fell
that a
over and
couple times.
crushed the town.
Yeah.
He does that all the time.
But I'm actually gonna change my answer. My favorite guy is the Cloud, the Cloud
Oh,
the
the
Cloud
girl?
teacher,
Oh,
the
the guy?
Cloud teacher. He's like the
Oh,
hippie.
guy.
The hippie
yeah.
guy,
Oh,
yeah.
hippie guy. Oh.
I was
Isn't
thinking
he?
it.
Isn't
remember
his
his
gimmick
name.
that he's like stupid?
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like really depressed and
He's a
stuff.
hippie.
He was just
Okay.
originally stupid, and then he just got really like fucking depressed.
Yeah. He's
He's
just
like,
like
"I hate my
he's
job."
like every middle-aged guy. Like
Wait,
middle-aged teacher.
Literally Wes.
Literally was with his fanny pack. Oh my gosh.
Alright, let's change to a different Cartoon Network show.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
we got the big 3 of Cartoon Network, right? We
Regular
got
show
Gumball, regular show, and Adventure Time.
So false.
I've actually never watched
Okay,
Adventure
no, no,
Time.
no.
Now,
That's the newer
Old-
big three. The old, big three?
SpongeBob. The old.
That was
SpongeBob.
Not-
Nickelodeon.
not
That was
Cartoon
Nick.
Network.
No,
I
but
don't
the
care
old
if
big
it's Cartoon
three?
Network. I'm talking about cartoons in general.
Oh, for sure,
Okay,
for sure.
SpongeBob's still airing, and it got really bad.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's why I said old SpongeBob, Charlie Essman.
Come on. Sean Braun,
All
I'm
right.
gonna drop you.
How about we stick to Cartoon Network only?
Alright, regular
Yeah, no.
show.
All right, all right.
No, okay.
Regular show.
Hold on.
Let's go to the big like era. Of
Yeah.
It, you know.
Yeah.
Because there was the original area of like Scooby Doo
Chowder.
and Tom and Jerry.
Chowder-
Yeah,
Chowder.
definitely. That was like Boomerang though, or now it's
Yeah,
Boomerang.
that was
at
that
least.
was. That's how like the old one was,
Mhm.
and then like there was the middle phase, like the 2000s kind of era.
Yeah.
I would say like Teen Titans, Ben 10, and what was it?
I can agree with that one. actually.
The one with the
Ben 10 was
ghost
big.
guy?
That's
Yeah.
No,
Nickelodeon. That's Danny Phantom.
yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't know
Sometimes
what
they'll
the
just
third one
mesh
would be, but
together.
Ben 10 and Teen Titans like had that
No.
era.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then-
do remember that.
Then what?
Teenage
Carlos,
was teenage. No, that was on
No, that was
That was
Nick. Yeah, Nickelodeon. Right.
That was good.
That was
I-
good.
I remember there was another
Was it
one.
Powerpuff Girls during that time?
Ooh.
Yes,
I think
yes,
I
you're
think
right,
it was.
Powerpuff
Yeah.
Oh
Girls.
yeah,
You were right. You were
Mhm.
right.
Right.
Because wasn't there one episode in Teen Titans where they teamed up, or was that Teen Titans Go?
I think it was Teen Titans Go.
Oh.
God, that was such a downgrade.
Oh my
Worst
gosh,
downgrade.
for real, for real.
Wow,
Dude,
There was
I
only
hated
okay. Hear me out. There was only one good episode, and that was
It was the night
60%.
begins to shine one.
Yes, yes.
The night
60%,
begins to shine.
40%, 40%.
Exactly.
It was
Night
so
Begins to Shine,
good.
and then like the sequel to that one.
Yes, exactly. That was the only good Teen Titans Go episode.
Only good Teen Titans Go
Only
episode.
one. Also,
And I
Yeah.
watched it constantly.
also the rizzed up Robin when he takes off his mask.
That's
Yeah.
only funny now.
That's yeah. Yeah.
There's a few hits, but a lot of misses.
Definitely.
So many misses.
Definitely.
They're only hits because they like pertain to like current trends.
And
Because
there's
they're funny.
it's like Family Guy.
Like when
Oh
they
my
diss
gosh,
themselves,
Family Guy. Is that a
like,
Cartoon
all the
Network or is
jokes
that
about
Adult
everyone
Swim?
hating them.
Uh-huh.
Those are kind of funny.
Yeah.
There's good moments inside the episodes, but the episodes
The
overall.
episodes themselves are bad.
Right,
The actual
exactly.
episode, like standalone, is
Clips.
like decent.
clips, yeah.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, you
it
gotta have a
pertaining
weird
to
like
like
mobile
Family
game
Guy.
to be-
it pertaining to Teen Titans is just
Yeah. Yeah.
because Teen Titans is such a good like concept with like the DC stuff.
And like with Slade, dude, oh my gosh.
Blade in the original Teen Titans was
Bro.
like the best villain.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then with like Terra and stuff,
Uh-huh.
that was so good.
Mhm.
I saw
I
a
remember-
TikTok edit of him, and he still kind of goes hard.
For real.
And then
I remember when we were,
Robin
like-
being like schizophrenic with Red X.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
God.
Bro,
He's
deep.
like, oh, no, catch him! And then Starfire's like, what? There's no one there.
There's no one there, Robin.
Oh,
Oh.
It's like the character development of. Oh, it's
Mhm.
Schizophrenia.
I will say the first few episodes of Teen Titans like suck. Like, well, they don't.
It's kinda
They definitely get better as it goes on, which happens a lot in TV shows.
It's because they have to like
It's 'cause
establish
they
the
have to-
episodic stuff
Definitely.
to get like greenlit
Right,
and get
of course.
earrings, and then they start putting in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gravity Falls.
Yes.
And Clarence.
Clarence had a story.
Clarence
And then,
didn't. Oh my gosh.
It was just him
Controversial
saving-
take.
Yeah.
Uncle
I hate
Grandpa?
Uncle Grandpa.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. I
I
can-
100% agree with you.
I
100%
can-
agree.
I can agree with you.
I
However, there
can't
was
stand it.
when I first started watching it, I was like, "Bro, this is hilarious." But then after like 2 episodes, I was like, "Okay, this is cringe."
Oh yeah, it's like a
It just
one-off
kept
thing.
going.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad.
I
Good
like how me and
morning.
Sean said it at the same exact time.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So stupid. That little pizza guy just pissed me off.
Pizza
Why
Steve.
did I-
Pizza Steve.
So cool.
Pizza
Also,
Steve.
the green lizard, 'cause
He's
everyone's
the
so
only-
tired.
Respect
Gus was
Gus.
kind of cool. I like Gus.
I like Pizza Steve.
Oh
show
my
is just gross.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Cartoon Network is just gross. Total Drama Island.
oh gross.
That show was
That
amazing.
one
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
good.
Top tier.
First season
This
was
is coming
so
back.
good.
No.
Really?
This
Not gonna be as
season of
good.
Total Drama Island.
Dude.
Original series, not the stupid reboot where they had an amazing race or whatever they had.
Chris.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
the
good.
first season
That was
so
good.
good.
Chris slowly going insane is just
No,
like.
the one that,
Bro's mentally insane.
Bro's
and
like-
blows up the aisle and goes to jail.
Mhm.
their stupid total drama Rama or whatever.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
they
yeah.
had one where they were
Total
kids.
Drama
Yeah.
Rama. Cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
that's so
Chris was
weird.
still like the same age.
He's a deity.
Chris was never-
He is.
Yeah.
He can't be
he
kept in
never got his
prison.
marshmallow.
Just saying.
He's just stuck on that.
Just saying. In the D&D world, if you guys form a religion, you can make Chris a god.
Chris McLean?
Too
be
late.
my
He already
god?
is.
Make Chris McLean
He
a
already
god.
is a god.
He could be my god.
You don't get your marshmallow.
He's the god of the gods. Gods pray to him.
Marshmallow.
Like
Okay,
you
hot-
refuse to eat
Hot
marshmallows.
takes, the Amazing Race one was good.
Who just left? Devin.
Devin.
No.
He
Devin.
didn't like Charlo's take.
Yeah.
It is good.
Um,
and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It wasn't the best, but it also.
I mean,
wasn't
yeah,
the
I
worst.
can see where they were trying to go with it, cause like, yeah,
Reboots just don't work.
that's
like,
true.
They, like, for like,
Oh,
or just like sequels in general. Like,
what?
in
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
words,
Let's think of a
single
reboot that actually worked.
Ben 10 reboot was bad.
Mm-hmm.
A reboot that worked.
That's
That's
hard.
a hard.
Maybe,
hard thing to think of.
A lot of the new styles are
no, no,
just
okay.
bad.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was literally
No,
just
Like-
about to
Like
say
the
that.
3D version?
No, they have like the
No,
new
when it
version.
went from
There's a
the
new
old
new?
one
I haven't
to the
seen the new
Colorado
one.
So
There's a
basically,
new one?
yeah, it's called Rise of the Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Basically, I
Oh.
really like this design choice. They made every single turtle a different design of a turtle.
Oh, I think I've seen
Oh, that's
images
yeah,
of that.
Yeah, I
Cool.
watched the first couple of episodes, and like the character dynamics of it are so much better. Like they made Ralph the leader first of all.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's
He's like
Ah,
kind of like a
interesting.
self-conscious, kind of like big tough dude, but
Okay.
inside he's like self-conscious.
For sure.
Leo is just kind of like he's kind of a douchebag at first, but then he slowly gets better.
Okay.
Mikey is just severe ADHD, crazy.
Uh-huh.
Kinda
So
like
he's just
normal.
same. Just the same.
Just the same.
Donatello, he's
Michael
so
Kors.
cool in it because he
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
invents so
I
much stuff.
love Donatello. He's my
And
favorite.
he's not like a simp like he was in the 3D animated.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
But that reboot is actually really good.
That's awesome.
I watched
Isn't
the
it,
first
like-
couple episodes.
Isn't it originally Mikey that's supposed to be a sim?
No.
Originally
Donatello.
it was
Donatello with what?
April.
Amy?
April.
April?
April O'Neil.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I used to be really into the 3D animated one.
Mhm.
I got into the
Yeah.
lore.
me too.
When it got
Like
to like
comic.
season 5, I was like, when they went to like space, I was like,
Yes,
eh.
I was just gonna say
Oh, that.
I was like, why are they in space?
Yeah.
I stopped watching when it was like the apocalypse or whatever.
Oh, that one?
Oh right. I think that
Yeah.
was season 4.
I don't
Like,
remember.
everything just
But-
goes
Dude, oh my gosh.
insanely wrong.
The lore of it with like the like mutations and like the crag and stuff was
Yeah.
really well built, like fleshed out.
Yeah, that was
How do you
really
guys
good.
like the movies, like the live action? I love
They were
I
good.
just knew that.
I
Uh,
don't-
so-
I think I watched
So the
one,
20
but
what was
then
it? 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one
first
was all right, but the
The second one wasn't the best.
really early ones. The really early
Oh,
ones.
the really those ones were great. I
Oh,
love those
yeah.
ones.
I used to.
The elevator beatboxing scene.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like.
Oh
ones
wait.
with,
Oh
like,
no.
the full suit.
Yeah. My bad. I was thinking the wrong
What
thing.
the suit?
Those ones are so good.
Dude, when they did like the nunchuck. the
When they did the nunchuck,
What?
the nunchucks when
Nunchuck.
Michael like it was like the
singing in the elevator.
no
singing
no
before
that
they fight.
the nunchucks, they were like flinging around the nunchucks and they were like doing random things, and then they were just like showing off. They weren't even fighting. They were just standing there, just like swinging their nunchucks. It was so weird. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
oh,
One thing
back
I
to
don't like about
reboots.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the recent reboot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They did Splinter so dirty.
Oh no,
They made
Oh.
him just like an old Chinese man,
bruh.
and he
Oh.
was kind of like lazy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's kind. It's a little racist, bro.
What about
Not
Shredder?
racist. No.
I didn't get that far. I'll tell
Uh-huh.
you that. Here, let me show you. Splinter, Rise of the Ninja.
God, this is really so bad.
Were you gonna put it in the chat?
Streaming it.
Oh, for sure.
He
Oh
looks
my god.
really
oh my.
weird.
Hey, yeah. Okay, I can.
And he,
let me
Yeah. Here, let's see the other.
Yeah.
Let's see the other
Look like Danny
turtles.
DeVito.
Let's.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see all of them.
It's really cool.
Oh, that's
That's
Yo,
pretty cool.
yeah.
I like how they make raps super big.
Like he's like a dragon turtle or something.
That's
I would
awesome.
have said like a
Leonardo's like
snapping
a
turtle.
like a red turtle. Oh yeah, it was
Painted
snapping
turtle?
turtle.
Snapping turtle.
Painted.
Yeah.
Mikey was a
He's-
painted turtle. Also, they made Mikey like actually a like painter and like he just does like hobby stuff.
That's kind
Huh?
of sick. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my
That's a
god.
really cool.
Sheesh, they
Oh,
drift
that's
out for real.
my
Oh yeah, and they
lord.
give them like these like
Power.
psychic abilities, and they change
So
up their
it's
weapons
kinda
a
like
little.
Lego
Okay.
Ninjago.
And the thing with
Yeah.
Donatello, they made him like unique,
Mhm.
and they just like he instead of taking one, he's like, nah, I'm just gonna use my tech staff. Oh, and this is April O'Neil.
Oh,
Still
She's
bad.
she's cool
No,
now.
I like how they used the original like weapon, cause that was Raphael's original weapon was.
Oh, it was?
I don't know what they're called, but they were never. They're like always size. But the original one was.
It was never the
what they're called.
pointy
Mhm.
stick thing.
Mm-hmm.
The size. I mean, they were, but like I remember like the old live action one, like the first 2 movies, he used those. He didn't use
Oh, like
size.
the arm,
They
kinda?
start introducing size later in movies.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I think the weird the time.
Yeah, but.
All right, what do you guys think of the new Scooby-Doo reboot?
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh
God.
god, like the Velma show.
Yeah, and Shaggy's
the
black.
One where, like,
Yeah, but, like-
that one?
Why? Like I don't know, man. I'll never understand that.
It looks weird.
I love me some Scooby-Doo, but this ain't it.
I don't like the art style direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Like,
Yeah.
why Shaggy black?
like,
No, like for real.
like for real. And
Isn't
what's
it-
his
isn't
name now?
Nergle,
Like,
like-
what's his
No,
Norman?
his name has always
Is it, like,
been
Norvell
Norwell.
or something?
Norvell?
Norvell. It's
Norvell?
always
Norvell?
been that, and his nickname is just Shaggy.
Shaggy,
That's like
right.
the
Yeah.
actual lore.
I thought it was Shaggy
Oh.
Rogers. Is it Norvell Rogers?
Let me look this up.
What's
Well,
Shaggy's real name?
Shaggy.
I know Shaggy's a nickname.
Yeah, Shaggy's
Shaggy-
the next
Ro-
one.
Shaggy Rogers' full
I
name.
forgot to look up Scooby Doo, so just give me some dudes.
Shaggy real name.
There's a Shaggy, Shaggy Rogers Wikipedia page.
That's awesome. What does this say?
Full name Norville Rogers.
Norville Rogers. All right, fair enough.
Why he black?
True.
What do you guys think about the live action Scooby Doo's thing?
Dude, oh my gosh.
Dude, those.
I wish they made more of
They were
them.
actually really good.
I wish they made more of them. Like they're
I love
so
Shaggy
good.
in the live action ones.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. It's his perfect character. It's perfect for him.
Because it's just him as a stoner. Because that's what Shaggy is.
That's
just a
literally
Yeah,
it
he
fits the
is.
character so well.
stoner. It's what no, that's what he originally was supposed to be, and then they made Scooby Doo for kids.
Mm-hmm.
So they changed it.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think
Also
about the
love-
Batman?
That was so random,
Like-
but it's fire.
Well, like, would you consider that a reboot? Because it's kind of a reboot on like the Dark Knight or like the Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Dude, me and
it
Jimmy
is.
were just talking.
Yeah, I was
about
just
this,
gonna say
about
it.
That's
we were
awesome.
talking about this today at school.
That's awesome.
How DC can just be so good, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
They could pop off
Yeah.
right now, but they just decide not to, and it's just like, just make your movies all gory and just not for kids. Then
Mhm.
they will do so well.
Right. Yeah. Don't. And Marvel, no, like, Marvel's going downhill.
It's falling off. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
falling
don't feel
off.
They're
Ever
so
since
good.
Endgame, it kind of went
Yeah,
down.
after Endgame,
I'd
it went
say-
down.
Well, Far From
There's a
Home
few
was good.
bangers.
Far From Home was only good because Toby and Andrew were in them. Other than that, it was a
No,
mid.
that-
Far
movie.
no,
From
yeah,
Home,
that
not
is
No
true.
Way Home.
Oh, what'd you say? Far From Home? Yeah, that was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
No,
I
they
thought
make it like
Shang-Chi
No Way Home
was
was
good.
good. everything
Shang-Chi.
else
Oh,
was
that's true.
bad.
Okay, all right.
Same
Most.
thing.
Shang-Chi was good because it told its own story.
That's
it
true.
wasn't trying to be like part of
Shang-Chi.
everything.
It just felt
Instead of
so
just
like
following what
basic.
happened.
The hero wins. Oh, he almost loses.
He
And then
Hulk.
something spectacular happens.
But
just
I
didn't
like
like
that. I like
I
that.
think Shang-Chi would have been a good movie if it wasn't Marvel.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
They just
Exactly.
gotta do more standalone movies,
Mhm.
and then have a combined movie. Not every single movie is a combined movie.
Right.
That's what they're and the stupid clips and stuff. They're just making it for kids now.
Yeah.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
No, but yeah, I've gotten like a
You guys
bunch
are gonna
of.
want to see this.
But I've gotten some like clips of the original Avengers on my TikTok, and I'm like, dang, this is good stuff.
It was really
Like,
the build up and everything.
mm-hmm.
It was done so well.
Right. And especially just the first Avengers movie, when just seeing all the heroes, like after watching their backstories, just all come together into the team. Like that was perfect.
Yeah, but now every movie is
Is now they all
the team
It's
up
ass
with
because
no
all the
build
good
up.
characters are dead.
right, exactly, yeah.
That is true.
Tony
Iron
Stark is
Man,
gone,
yeah.
so, oh, this is dumb.
Steve is dead. I was about to say the TV shows are bad, but I really enjoyed WandaVision. I don't know if
Yeah,
you guys
that
I don't know how into you guys with
I
Marvel.
haven't seen any of the TV shows. I just don't like the aspect of
Moon Knight
them
was
having
good.
TV shows.
Moon Knight was good.
I've seen WandaVision and it was good, and then I stopped watching it.
The first few episodes are good. I like the sitcom, but I didn't like the end.
I feel like just the aspect of you have to watch the shows too is kind of stupid.
That's a good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like the fact that everyone's making shows, and I don't like the fact that it's all almost specifically Disney Plus doing it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's stupid. They're doing it with Star Wars too, and I would rather watch a Star Wars movie than watch 7 40-minute episodes that come out
That drag out.
once every 2 weeks.
They drag on, and there's no plot to it until like the 4th episode.
Or like the Book of Boba Fett, how it's actually just bad.
Yeah.
So true.
Mandalorian
Yeah.
was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Mandalorian, they did well. Book of Boba Fett, they did terrible.
Right.
It was the Mandalorian that started the TV show trend.
Yeah.
I think
'Cause
so.
after
Yeah.
that
It did so
success,
well.
That's
everyone
right.
tried to do that.
That's right.
Everyone's like,
Everyone being the exact
I wanna
same
stick to
people.
stuff with it.
They
Yeah,
should have.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney. They were like,
I forgot they
oh,
owned everything.
I guess we'll do it even more. More money for us. Cause it works. Everybody watches them.
Boba
Yeah,
Fett's
watch.
he's been fighting and a bounty hunter basically his entire life, and he's quite literally a clone of his dad who's also been fighting his entire life. So he's basically just like peak human,
Mhm.
and then like he gets jumped by some guys with shields and almost like dies
Yeah, bruh.
in the middle of a random town.
Extremely nerfed.
And like just
And he's like, oh, I want to help people.
okay, maybe not a random town, but whatever, you know what I
Right.
mean.
Yeah.
Another thing that they do that's a big mistake is nostalgia purposes. They bring up just like random.
Oh my,
characters
they've been
from,
doing
like-
that so
Mm-hmm.
much recently.
And it's like,
And even with video game remakes, like
Well, it
Legend of
depends on
Zelda.
how they do it, because
No,
there's
like-
some
I don't
ways
know
they
if
can
it's
do that
true.
good.
They did in Jurassic Park,
Mhm.
Spider-Man,
Right.
Ghostbusters.
Yep.
What else was there? I feel like I don't know.
If we're talking video games, they remade Skyward Sword, and
Modern Warfare 2.
yeah, that too.
Remakes are different than just bringing back an old character.
That's okay. Yeah, you're right.
Games
That's
are
a
a
good point.
completely different thing.
That's
because
true.
games, it's just you like make it into good graphics and stuff.
Right.
You can make
I would
a
kill
game.
for Red Dead 1 remake.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a game, movie, or show set earlier in the timeline when that character was still around to make a movie about them.
Instead
But
of just rebooting.
bringing back that character is the problem,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
then it gets a little.
And then that's
stupid.
like the whole point of the movie is just to see that character.
But it's cool. It's cool, like adding to older stuff in the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
why can't movies be like? Why can't Marvel be like Deadpool? Like honestly, because Deadpool was really good.
Are they gonna? Oh, aren't they making like a Deadpool
Yeah,
versus Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be in the MCU, so it's probably gonna be
Yeah,
So it's
that's
gonna be
true.
bad.
But Ryan Reynolds, he'll
True.
probably save it. And Hugh Jackman is pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Hugh Jackman.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So
The X-Men movies were so bad, but they were like so nostalgic.
Logan was so good.
Logan, one of the best superhero movies of all
Yes.
time, dude. Amazing.
mm-hmm.
One of my
The way
favorite
they
movies of all
executed
time.
it was just like.
And it wasn't like like
It was barely a superhero movie.
mm-hmm.
No, it really wasn't. I really don't think
That's what made it
it
good.
was, but like it really wasn't at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made it good.
Speaking of
Same with,
superheroes.
It's like the Batman.
Batman was
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
It was more of a gritty detective movie.
right.
But Batman.
Yeah. That's what Batman is. He's the best detective in the world, right? Isn't that
Yeah, it's not really.
that's
a
his whole
superhero.
thing? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, but like.
Have you guys ever watched Gotham, the TV
Yeah.
show?
I started watching that show recently, and I'm enjoying it. That shit-
Yeah, it's
I
like all
think
the CW shows and they get drawn out though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the
my
It's
dad
just-
uses
It's just
those.
Bruce Wayne. He's like a I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up, but anyways.
At first they were like trying to like prequel it to just like, you know, Batman, but then they just like gave up on that.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping, Eva? My dog is like freaking out. She's like wanting to go outside.
I feel like if they do like with the Batman, like kind of like the Robin type stuff,
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
you know, Jason Todd's like or not Baxter, just story and everything.
Just whole
Like how he dies and then becomes like Red Hood.
Red Hood,
Hood.
right? Yeah.
That could be such a cool storyline. And
Yeah.
then like Nightwing and Damian Wayne.
Dude, oh my
all,
gosh.
like the entire Bat
I
family
love-
is so cool.
Yeah, they haven't done any live action with
Never.
Robin, right? With Robin.
Besides like the Batman and Robin from like 1997, which is so bad. The Bat Nipples.
I like
Right.
the Lego ones.
Oh,
Those are
oh
the
my
Wait a
God.
second.
That one was actually pretty good. Ava, hurry up.
The Lego adaptations are always so good.
For real.
I don't know
Right.
why,
Right.
Mhm.
but I love them.
I just had Zorro open as we were talking, and I look up and I see this. Let me DM it to you.
Oh boy. Am I allowed to show this on the podcast? I'm not going to show it.
No, look.
Oh. Yo! Yes! No way! Alright. Once this podcast is over, we are watching that right now.
Oh, I'm going to bed after this.
What?
Ava, come.
Jeremy, you don't understand. I've been waiting for this for the past like year.
I know, I have too.
Okay,
It's
end
not
the
up
podcast
yet.
or not,
Alright.
or-
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright. Anyways,
Will you sleep now?
um
Will you go to sleep?
back to the podcast. Back to the what did you guys think? Okay, back to Batman.
Regular show movie.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on a fake word generator, and all these fake words are really goofy.
Oh boy. Would you like to share some? This relates to literature with random words.
I suppose.
Go ahead.
Some of these, I don't know if the this one's just A, but it's EY.
Oh,
Buahil. Buwheal.
It's just randomly scrambling letters.
But some of these sound so real though. Like Compad.
The way they
COMPAD.
like organize
Compad?
vowels and stuff.
Compad. Nice.
Or Norded.
Norded.
Dude,
I
you
just
work at
you
Norded.
just Norded.
Dude, I just Norded.
Morbid and Norded.
Or Refleep.
Morbius, more like Nordius.
Refleep.
Yeah, just fleep in again.
Can we make a language? I was
Yes,
actually thinking about
dude.
this before.
You know, like-
Zori.
Have you guys ever read Frindle?
No.
Oh my
What?
gosh. Okay, so basically the book is about this
What?
kid who tells all of his classmates to call pens Frindles, and the teacher, she's like, "What the heck are you guys talking
I
about?"
know this.
Uh-huh. And he literally like gaslights this teacher to like that pens are called pens are called Frindles, and everybody in the class calls a pen a Frindle, and it's like
That's
he
the whole-
makes his own word. It's
That's
awesome.
the
I
whole
know this,
story.
yeah.
Oh wait, I think I've heard of that book.
You guys should definitely.
Anyways.
It's like it's a second grader. It's like a second grade
I-
story, but I mean,
Oh,
like, it's a
think
good
I've
book.
heard
This
of that
reminds me of the
before.
fake emotions chart ad thing. You know, like it's like the ad for the pill that makes you feel more emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and like the faces are like really like creepy, and it's like dorsalness, and it, like the audio, the music
yeah.
cuts out, and it's like the
No, speaking of that, Spider-Head movie, that one's kind of like what you're talking about. That one was.
Brontine.
Brontine. That sounds like a disease.
Yee.
Quarantine.
Yee.
Oh, how do I say this?
All right, guys, should we talk about Kanye?
No.
All right. We're not talking about Kanye.
Let's talk about the regular show movie.
I think we're done. I think we're about done
Yeah.
here.
You could end it.
All right, let's do our outro. Play the music.
Belligerent.
Thank you guys so much for
What
watching.
would that mean?
This was an excellent display of literature. I
love
really hope
fake
I get an
words.
A on this.
Subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe,
hit
guys.
the bell.
This was all AI generated.
This is going.
I am a
We are
robot.
not real.
I am.
Ryan,
What's up?
where's this like going? To or something?
I have a English class that I have to upload this to. Should I post it on YouTube as well?
I thought that's what you were doing in the first.
Oh, all right. Well, no. This is for a class.
Well, I know it's for a class.
All right. How about everybody says goodbye? All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Okay.
Toodles.
This has gone on long enough. Enough of these shenanigans. Goodbye.